what I've done in the past, what we've done is
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us here on 9 News Watch for a detailed look at your Colorado weekend weather forecast, and it is going to be a toasty one. I'm also going to get into details about when we might see finally get cooler weather, or more long-lived cooler weather. I know today is a little bit on the cooler side, but when we can see maybe a bit more of a fall-like pattern really starting to settle in. I'm going to get some of those details for you, but start things out by taking a look out at some of those current temperatures where we are in the 50s and 60s for the most part across Colorado. We had a weak cold front drop on through overnight that has led to temperatures a lot cooler than what we saw this time yesterday. We got up to 83 in Denver yesterday, but forecast highs, in fact, those are your forecast highs for yesterday, where we did get up again to 83 degrees in Denver. We've seen that cold front drop its way on through. That has knocked those temperatures back about 10 to 15 degrees or so below where they were this time yesterday. So, satellite radar, you can kind of see that little narrow band of clouds in southern Colorado. That is your front that moved its way through late last night and early this morning across eastern Colorado, and that's led to, again, some of those temperatures not exactly cool, but certainly closer to where we should be for this time of year. So that forecast, and again, I'm going to kind of focus in on here on the weekend in just a minute, but in the near term, you're probably wondering about those happy hour plans, maybe those outdoor plans for this afternoon, this evening, and things looking A-OK, a stupendous weather day. I mean, really just a top 10, top 15 weather day in terms of what we'll see all year. It's going to be topping out right around 75, 80 degrees for most of us, sunny skies, and you don't have to worry about a shower. It is going to stay bone dry statewide for your day today. Now, that's great news in terms of some of those potential outdoor plans, but one thing we've also seen is an expansion of the current drought situation across the state of Colorado. We are now considered to be abnormally dry in about 83% of the state, and about 65% of the state is considered to be in drought at this point. That is not great news. I should say it's probably a little below 50% in terms of what's considered to be officially in drought. So going back to this map again, I'm sorry, about 83% of the state is considered abnormally dry. It's about 40-50% of the state that's considered to be in drought at this point. But regardless, again, not a great looking picture in terms of the fact that we certainly do need the rainfall across the state, and we're not really seeing a whole lot of that over the next little while. Slight chance for an isolated shower east of in far eastern Colorado. Most of us stay dry though, and high pressure in command really until Monday or Tuesday, and high pressure will keep us hot and dry all through the weekend. So again, taking a look at that forecast and pushing out a little bit more into tomorrow. Saturday, we'll start things off on a dry note, and we'll end that way as well. Forecast highs for your day tomorrow. We're getting up into the mid-80s into the Denver area. I think Fort Collins and Greeley is a little off here. Might have a computer issue, but again, those temperatures in Fort Collins and Greeley will be into the 80s as well. Forecast for tomorrow, again, we're going to be on the warmer side of average. And taking a look at that 7-day forecast, this is really what I kind of want to hit home about. We do have some cooler weather in the picture. You're probably in Colorado going to have to wait until Tuesday or Wednesday to get on the cooler side of things. Until then, though, Sunday, we could be talking about record high temperatures. And that could include, by the way, the Bronco game. The record for Sunday is 90. The record high for Saturday is 91. Probably won't get there tomorrow, but we'll get close to that on your Sunday. And it seems like no matter how high we set those forecast temperatures, it seems like the temperatures just seem to go above that. But meantime, close to looking at that weekend ahead, again, we're going to be upper 80s on Sunday, mid 80s for your Saturday, on the sunny side for both of those days. And by the way, one thing we could be talking about for Sunday's Bronco home opener, this game could enter one of the hottest Bronco home games on record. The hottest one was just a couple of years ago, back in 2018, when we had a game time temperature of 92 degrees. Probably won't be quite there, but wouldn't be surprised if we get into the bottom of that list, somewhere in the 88, 89, maybe even 90 degree range for that kickoff on Sunday afternoon. So keep that in mind, especially if you're maybe going to be in one of those stands that faces the sun. That'd be those west-facing stands that you're probably going to need some extra sunscreen, and make sure you have extra water. It is going to be just a scorcher. Now, next week we do see some changes. That's thanks to a dip in the jet stream and a cutoff area of low pressure that's going to spin its way through our state, and that will eventually bring us a bit more in the way of some rain, some showers, starting in southern Colorado on Monday and Tuesday, and then working its way north as we get into your Wednesday and your Thursday. and that'll bring us some of those cooler temperatures as we get later on through the week. In fact, I'm going to pull that back up for you, that 7-day forecast, as we do see those temperatures, again, take a dip for Wednesday and Thursday across the Front Range, and that'll be accompanied by some needed rainfall. Again, we really do need the rainfall, and we will get that on Wednesday and your Thursday. So some good news coming soon to us here in Colorado, certainly knock on wood, because I'm showing you that drought monitor map. We're really getting to the point where our dry summer is starting to take its toll on some of that agriculture across eastern Colorado. I would imagine a lot of your gardens could use a good drink of water at this point. Probably not coming again until probably next Tuesday or Wednesday. Until then, it's going to be very, very dry, but southern Colorado gets the first rain starting in the St. Louis Valley and into the San Juans on your Monday and into your early Tuesdays. Hopefully, it's giving you a bit of insight about the weekend forecast and when it might start to cool down. The weekend, it's just hot. It's a pool weekend. It is a summer-like weekend here for the first full weekend of fall, and then by the middle of next week, it does finally start to cool back down, and it does look like that'll continue into the first weekend of October. That's right, that is just around the corner, October, a week away. Meantime, thanks for joining us here for a detailed look at your Colorado weekend forecast. I'm meteorologist Chris Bianchi in the 9 News Weather Center.